Today we are doing a topic on word origins. In language, we always borrow words from other languages. Like in English, there's a lot of word borrowed from Latin and Greek. Now we are going to see that today. Now when we say borrowing words from languages, let us say the root word Finnish, F-I-N-I-S, Fin-S, F-I-N-I-S. When we say that, that is a word taken from the Latin meaning in English the end. F-fin-is, not finish, finish meaning the end. Similarly, in English this root word means final or finish or finite. So today we are doing word origins. Where does it originate? If it is English word, does it have its root in Latin or in Greek or in both or neither? That's what we are going to do today. Okay, now they say number of words in English, they are taken from either Greek or Latin, and that's what we are going to see now. When I say the word Eunice, you please look carefully. This is Eunice, U-N-U-S, U-N-U-S. The word Eunice, that is from Latin, meaning one, U-N-U-S. This is Latin and meaning what? One. What the meaning of? It means one. Now, in the same way, in this Latin, let's look at other words like we have here unicorn. Unicorn. What is the meaning of unicorn? Eunice. Eunice means one in Latin. That's all you know. In English word, we are always or sometimes borrowing word from Greek or Latin. Now, here you have unicorn. What does it mean? Unicorn means it is a mythical horse with a single straight horn. Unicorn. That's something magical. A magical horse, you call it, with a single horn in the center. And that's what is unicorn. Okay, now universe. What does universe mean? Universe. Universe means all creation. The earth, all the constellation, all the stars, all the planets, all the creatures, animals and plant kingdom, everything together. We call it universe. So, now let's look at this. Words from the dictionary, some in Latin, some in Greek. Eunice meaning one in Latin. Unicorn meaning a magical animal or a horse with a single horn in the center. And universe meaning the whole creation. Now, we have another, this is number one. You have Dio. What is Dio? Dio. D-U-O. D-U-O again in Latin. Again in Latin, Dio means two. Eunice means one in Latin. Dio means two. Now, what is double then? You also say double for two in English. Dio is in Latin. In English you say double means two, double. I got a double banana. I got a double beans. Okay. Now what is duet? What is duet? D-U-E-T. That means some composition, musical composition, performed by two people. A composition of two performers. Two people are singing, and that we call duet. Duo means two, double means again two, and duet, when two people sing one after the other in unison, we call duet. As I told you, many words in English, we borrow it or come from Latin or Greek. Unus in Latin meaning one, and unicorn means a magical, a mythical horse with a horn in the middle of its head. Universe meaning the whole creation of God. Then you have Dio. Dio meaning two in Latin. In English we have double meaning two, and duet when two people sing in unison or one after the other. So you have Latin word Dio meaning two. In English word we have double and duet. Two people sing duet. Double when you get two fruits together, or when you say I got a double prize for the same thing, things like that. Now, in third one, what I want to tell you is, the next is tria. Third one is tria, T-R-I-A. T-R-I-A, tria. This is a Greek word. We had Latin word unus and dio. Here you have a Greek word. Greek word tria meaning three. In Greek word tria meaning three. And in English word, in English when we say tria, you have triangle, tria. Here it is tria, tria, and here you have triangle in English. Triangle in English meaning a shape with three sides and three corners. Some shape, any shape. A shape with three sides and three corners we call triangle. That's an English word. But tria is a Greek word. Another word in English is tricycle. A vehicle that's got three wheels. Tricycle. Tricycle. So we got two Latin words, unus, dio, and we have one Greek word, tria. And the next one we have is quattuor. That is a Latin word. Quattuor. That is a Latin word, and that means four. Latin word meaning four. Quattuor. And in English word we have quarter, quadrant, quarter in English word, quarter. Quarter meaning 1/4. When you say, give me a quarter of that apple, or cut that egg into four, give me a quarter of that, 1/4 of something we call quarter. That's an English word. Okay, quattuor. This is a Latin word. Then we have quadrant. Again, that is quarter of a circle or a sphere. Quadrant. Again, it is 1/4. Quadrant. Quarter is 1/4. That is also quarter. Quadrant is also 1/4 of something. So, and here we have Latin word. From Latin word we have this quattuor, that is 4, and quarter is 1 part of the 4, and quadrant again we say 1 part of the 4. Then now we have quintus. Quintus. Q-U-I-N, quin, T-U-S, and this is a Latin word meaning 5, quintus, Latin word meaning 5. This means 5. Quintus means 5. Then we have an English word quintet. We have a word in English and we have T-E-T, quintet, T-E-T. Now, what is quintet? Quintet means musical composition for 5 persons, 5 performers. We have 5 people and then 5 people sing different tunes. So, we have quintet meaning performed by 5 people, 5 performers. 5 people sing on the stage, perform together, we say quintet. We have also another word, quintupled. Quint, 2, and then you have pelt. What is quintupled? Quintupelt. That's another English word meaning when a mummy has 5 children born to a same mummy, 5 children born together, then we say quintupled. And this is a quintet meaning 5 people are singing together. So, these are 2 English words and quintus is a Latin word meaning 5. Then we have hexas. Hexas. What is hexas? Where does that word originate from? This is a Greek word meaning 6. It's a Greek word meaning 6. Hexas. Hexas derived from the Greek word, it's a Greek word and means 6. Now, in English word we have hexagon. We have a shape called hexagon in English. Hexagon. Hexagon. Hexagon is a shape that's got a plain figure with 6 sides and angles. Hexagon has got a 6 sides, something like this. 6 sides and angles. Okay? And you have angles all over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides with angles. Hexagon. Okay? Then we have hexameter, another English word. Hexameter meaning verse line of 6 metrical feet. Hex. You got hex, a meter. What is hexameter? It's a verse line of 6 mystical feet. It's a verse line. Verse line. You write poems, no? Verse line of 6 mystical feet. Let's look at it again once more. We have Greek words and originate from Latin words also. The Latin word unis meaning 1 and an English word we have unicord meaning a mystical, a magical horse with a single horn in the center. You have universe, universe meaning the whole creation of God. Then we have Deo meaning 2 comes from, derived from Latin word meaning Deo means 2 and in English language you have double. You have double. Okay? And then you have duet when 2 people sing in unison. You say, oh, those 2 they sang a beautiful, lovely, awesome duet. Okay? That is English word. Now we have tria. Tria is a Greek word meaning 3. Tria is a Greek word meaning 3. Then from the Greek word originates English word we have triangle. So we have English word derived or originate from the Greek word. We have triangle meaning a shape with 3 sides and 3 angles. Then we have tricycle. We have 3 tires put together and tri means 3, tricycle. For babies we use. Then quator. Quator is derived from the Latin word meaning four, and we have English word again derived from the Latin word. We have here quarter, derived from Latin word quarter. Quarter meaning 1/4 of something. Here quadrant. What is the meaning of quadrant? Again it's a 1 part of 4. Then we have quintus, that is derived from the Latin word meaning 5. Quintus. Quintet. What is quintet? A musical composition for 5 performers. Quintet. Quintet. It's a musical performance for 5 persons. Then we have quintuplet. Quintuplet. Meaning for one mummy, 5 children are born. 5 children born to a single mom. Then we have a Greek word over here, hexas, meaning 6 hexes, and we have 2 other English words here derived from the Greek word. Hex again is a shape with 6 sides and angles, 6 angles. Then we have hexameter. What is hexameter? Meaning verse line of 6 metrical feet. Verse line of 6 metrical feet. Now we will do some root words from Greek and from Latin, and we will see what English words are derived from it. So we will do, I will give you words in Greek and then we will see the meaning. What is it? In English, what have we derived from the Greek word to form English word? And that is what we are going to do now. Okay? Now, it's Greek word, okay? Word, and then what we are going to do, what's the meaning of that? So the words are in Greek and we are going to find the meaning. Okay. Now, astro, that's a Greek word. Astro is a Greek word. But when we derive in English, taking from the Greek, we get star. The word astro in English meaning star. You have heard astrology. So many words are from Greek, and then in English, astro, what means star in English. Derm, you talk about dermatology, all that comes from Greek. Derm. The word derm. Derm is a Greek word, and that's how we have dermatologist. What does derm mean? That means skin specialist. Skin meaning skin. So we get the skin derived from the Greek word dermo, and so we get dermatologist. Then we have another word geo. Again a Greek word meaning earth. So you find geologist, people who study the earth, geologist. So geo meaning earth. Geo in Greek word and English it means earth. So geologist. Dermatologist is a person who studies the skin of humans. Geologist is a person who studies the earth and the rock. Then you have another word, phon, pon, meaning sound, pon in Greek. phon, pon. Pon meaning sound. Any sound, anything makes sound. Photo. Photo in Greek and in English it means light. Photo. That's why we get in science the word photosynthesis. where the leaf prepares food, no? Photo in Greek, and it means in English light, light of the sun. And that was the Greek words. Okay, we have got here 5 Greek words. Look at that. Astro, meaning star. Astrologist, a person, studies the movement and the formation of stars, and they tell you about your life. Astrology is able to predict, look at the stars, and one who learns about it, we say astrology. Derm, in German, in Greek word meaning skin. So we say we have dermatologist. Geo meaning in Greek meaning the earth. You say geo, a person who studies the earth and the rock will say geologist. Pawn is a Greek word, it means sound. Photo in Greek word meaning light, and that's how we get the word photosynthesis, preparation of food for the leaf. The leaf prepares food with the sunlight. So here you have photo meaning light, that's how we get the word photosynthesis. So these are the 5 Greek word and the meanings are here. Say once again, astro means star, derm means skin, very good. Geo means earth, phone means sound, photo means light. We have done Greek word and the meaning. From the Greek word, English words are derived. Now let's do some Latin words. What is the meaning of the word in Latin? What does it mean in English? So we have derived, we also derived some of the English word from Latin. Just a few we are going to see for ourselves. So we are going to do Latin word and their meaning. The Latin word, and we are going to also find the meaning of each of these Latin word. Now, aqua. Aqua, you would have heard of aqua, very easy word. Aqua. Aqua meaning water. Aqua meaning water, aquarium. No? Have aquarium. Okay. Aqua is a Latin word and meaning water. Then we have circum in Latin word meaning around, circum. Circum meaning, what is the meaning of circum? Around. The Latin word aqua means water, the Latin word circum meaning around. Next word is forma in Latin meaning shape. Forma. Forma. What is the meaning of forma? Forma meaning shape. Forma meaning shape. The Latin word forma. Latin word aqua means water, circum means around, forma meaning shape. Then we have scribe in Latin meaning write. Scribe. What is the meaning of scribe? Person who writes. So, meaning is write. Scribe. Bene means well. Bene in Latin means well. Bene. Bene in Latin meaning well. Well. So, we have learned a lot of words now. In Latin, aqua meaning water, circum meaning around. That's how we get the word circumference, we get an English word. Forma, shape, and we get the word in English we have formation. Yes? Then scribe means write. Now this disabled people, blind people, when they cannot write the examination, they get a scribe. They tell the answer, somebody writes, and then we call them scribes. Okay. Bene. What is bene? In Latin, bene meaning well. So, we learned a lot of words. You will learn to use it while you converse with each other. Aqua, water, circa meaning around, forma, shape, scribe, a person who writes, and bene, well. So, we have learned Latin word and the meaning, and how in English we derive some words from there like aquarium, circumference, formation, scribe, and things like that. Words derived from Latin, and we have that. Okay. We had done some Latin words, some Greek words, and then the meaning of those Latin words and Greek words, and what English words derived from those Latin or Greek words. Now, we are just going to go over what we did. We did some Greek word meaning, Latin word meaning. Now, that is in the grid here. We are going over trying to remember what we have learned. Now, let us look at all the arrows. You will find what words, 10 words we did, and try and recollect the meaning of those words. Now, sound. Now, whatever I have put up in the grid is they're all English words. Now, what is the Latin word or the Greek word? You should tell me. Sound. Now, where is it the sound we derived from? Sound we got that from the Greek word. So, we have here sound. So, we will write here sound. And sound is, I told you, a Greek word, Greek. So, I will write here Greek word. And what is the Greek word itself? The Greek word is pawn. So, I will write the Greek word itself for you. Okay? P-H-O-N. Pawn. P-H-O-N. Alright? So, the word sound. In Greek, it says pawn. Okay? And then next, what else we have there? Sound is there. Then we have here shape. So, we found one, and then we have two, shape. So, I will write it as 1, 2. We have shape. Now, where did we derive this word? From what language? Shape. We got the shape from a Latin word forma. This is from the Latin word meaning forma. We get that word, and what English word do you get from that Latin word? Formation. Forma in Latin, and the meaning is shape, and we get the derived English word from the Latin formation. Formation. Now, let us look at what are the words we have. We have here earth. We have earth. The word earth, and we get this word earth from the Greek language, from the Greek, and for earth in Greek we say geo, and that's how we get geologist. The English word that we get is geology, okay, geography, geologist. So, we have that one. Then we have here, down here, we will write it number 4, we have well. The word well is derived from Latin meaning bene, in Latin meaning well. Bene in Latin meaning well. So, that is a Latin word. Latin word bene, B-E-N-E. Bene in Latin word meaning well. Then what else we have here? We have here skin. Skin, that is what? Dermo. That is comes from Greek word skin. 5th one you have skin. It's from a Greek word meaning dermo, der or derm, D-E-R-M, derm. And then we get in English language deriving from the Greek language derm, and we say dermatology, dermatologist, one who studies about the skin. Then let us see what else we have here. Skin we have, surround, we have something around, okay, number 6, we will put it as around. Around, what is the meaning around? Where did we get this word around? Around is from the Latin word circumstance. We get the English word circumstances, okay? Circum. So, arrive is the Latin word derived from Latin, and in Latin for around we say circum, C-I-R, circum, circum. And then we get from the Latin word we derive the word circumstances, circumstance, okay? Then what other words we have here? We have here star, we have here star. Where did we get that word from? Star, what language? Star is a Greek. In Greek, star you say astro. That's a Greek, from the Greek. In Greek, astro meaning star. So, you get the word, we derive from the Greek word astro, and then in English language we have astronomer, astrology, astrologist, okay. Then we have right, you have right. Where did we get the word from? The right is from what? Right. From the Latin word we have scribe, Latin word. In Latin we have scribe. Scribe is a person who writes. So, in English scribe means write. So, when you get a scribe to write for someone who cannot see or disabled, then you say scribe, that is a scribe, okay. Then we have right, then you have water, you have water. Where do we get this water from? Aqua, very good. Water, that is water is a Latin word. Water is a Latin word meaning aqua in Latin. Aqua. Aqua in Latin. So, you have aquarium. We derive the word aqua from Latin, and in English language we have aquarium. Alright. Then let's see, we have some more words. Light. We have a word here, light. What is light? Where did we get that from? Light. Light is from Greek word photo. It's a Greek word. Greek word, what is it? Photo. And that's how we get the English word photosynthesis. Alright. Now look at all the words. We have about 10 words we have picked up from here. Now, sound. The Greek word phon, P-H-O-N. The Greek word phon meaning sound. The Latin word forma, and we get the word shape. And then we get the word English formation, format. Third, we have here earth. The Greek word we derive meaning Greek word earth means geo, and we have geologists, people who study the earth. The Latin word bene meaning well. The Greek word derm. The Greek word derm meaning skin, and then we get the English language, we have dermatologist. Okay? Latin word circum, meaning around. So, we get English language deriving from the Latin circumstance. Greek word astro, meaning star, and then we get to derive the word astro from Greek, and then we have astrology, astrologer, astrologist, all that. Latin word scribe, meaning write. People who, disabled people who cannot write, blind people, when they can't write the exam, they hire a scribe to write their exam. So, Latin word scribe meaning write. Now, Latin word aqua meaning water. So, we get the meaning of aqua in English water, and the Greek word photo meaning light. Now, let us do some Latin root words and the meaning. Now, all this is available in your dictionary. Usage of dictionary. You look at, when you are looking for meanings, you can see the Greek root, Latin root, their meaning, and what word in English language we have derived from the Latin or the Greek root. It's all available in your dictionary. Now, let us look at Latin root. Latin root words. You already know a Latin root word, aqua. Yes, what's the meaning of aqua? Very good, water. We already know the word aqua. Aqua, and in English language, from what's the root that derive from Latin to form an English word? Aquarium. Very good. Herba. Herba. Herba in Latin. What is the meaning of herba in Latin? In English we say herb. In English language we say herb. Small tiny plants that just live for few days, we say herb. But in Latin they say herba. Aqua. Aqua means water. Herba. You see that is very interesting in Latin, no? Aqua. Herba. Very good, isn't it? Rogo. Rogo means ask. Rogo. Rogo in Latin meaning ask. You get very interesting words in your dictionary as you use, look at it very carefully. Now, avio, avid, let's say avid. Avid. What is avid? Avid in Latin meaning eager. Sometimes we say this person is an avid reader, very eager in reading. Then avio, avio means crave. Avio. Avio meaning crave. You want, you crave for ice cream. Want. Avio in Latin meaning crave. Wanting, desiring, so terribly, passionately wanting something. Then you say avio. Aqua, water. Herba, herb. Rogo means ask. Avid means eager. Avio means you crave, you want something, you want a storybook, you crave for ice cream or chocolate. Okay, next. Another word we have here is avis. Avis means bird, and that's how in English word we have, you have aviary. You have bird, and the place where we keep birds are called aviary. That's how we get derived from the Latin word avis, and we get aviary. Then bacca means berry. Bacca, aqua, herba, bacca. Okay, bacca. Isn't it? All ka it comes. Aqua, water, herba, herb, and you have bacca, berry. Berry, small seed. You love strawberry and all sorts of berries. Strawberry, strawberry, blackberry, banberry. Then finis, finis, F-I-N-I-S. Finished means end. And then you get the word from there, fine, isn't it? You get that. Let's look at all the Latin words, and you also find more Latin words from your dictionary. Aqua meaning water, herba means herb, and you get here the word English word herbarium or herbarian, one who studies plants. Aquarium, one who studies about water animals. Rogo means ask. Avid means eager. Avio means crave. Then you have avis means bird, and then from there we get the English word aviary, where birds are kept. Bacca means berry. Finis, fin is mean end, Latin word finish, that is end in English word. And you get the word finale from the Latin word borrowed, and then you get the English word finale or the end.